Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hamish Tyler, and I'm here with Jesse Valdez and Meredith Brown, and a special guest making an appearance, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Nancy Katowski. And we're here at Lobo Field in a completely sold out stadium for the clash of the century, people have called it. The Palma Chieftains coming in at 8-1-1, and the Carmel Padres at 10-0. The CCS Sectional 4 Championship contest. Jesse, this is for all the marbles. It's something we've all been waiting for. Absolutely packed stadium.
Very much anticipated game. Packed. Getting into the stadium was, was a big deal. There was lines out. There was people tailgating out there. A lot of people really wanted this game to happen, and it's here, and
it's unbelievable. Lots of excitement. It's a chilly evening here in December. It's who's going to be the best team in Monterey County, Palma Chieftains or the Carmel Padres? We've got our ace spotter and statistician with us, Meredith Brown, and saying hello to all the folks out there watching. And of course, we can't do this live. It has to be tape delayed, and this was at the request of the CCS authorities. And I'm telling you, Jesse, this place is absolutely packed. And it looks like the Carmel Padres have won the toss and are electing to receive the we'll call it the west end of the stadium. Palma will be kicking off east to west to the Padres. There's a lot of excitement out there. We're looking forward to Devin Pearson and Holden Smith and Tyler Knight and all the fellows from Carmel trying to beat, frankly, a heavily favored Palma Chieftains ball club coming in at 8-1-1. The question is really in terms of competition, level of competition, as the Chieftains have played a lot of really top-notch ball clubs, and the Padres, Carmel has played in the Mission Trail, where they have had up and down competition.
Yeah, we noticed last game that we actually went to the Carmel game. A lot of speed on that team. And we also know that Palma, they keep their teams very stacked at the linebacker spot. We were just talking about this off camera earlier. It's going to be a very fun game to watch. Two different teams going at it, both with their own individual strengths. The turnout, some say it's close, some say it won't be. It's going to be a fun game to watch either way.
Well, I go back in the years now, back to 30, 35 years, and the Palma Chieftains in the last 25 years have only lost in Monterey Bay League competition once. Can you believe that? And that was to a terrific Pacific Grove team, and it was a shocking upset. They also lost to Salinas High, but that was quite some time ago. So you're looking at probably one of the finest football programs on the Central Coast in the Palma Chieftains. Heavily outweigh the Carmel Padres. Carmel probably has one or two offensive, defensive linemen in excess of 200 pounds. The Palma Chieftains will start a line at about 220, 230 pounds. And we're looking at the grind them out, power football of the Palma Chieftains, especially on defense. And on defense where they have folks like Jack Powers at 6'6", 245 pounds. Unbelievable power and strength. So we're just about ready to go with this, and we want to again acknowledge the folks back in the van here and our wonderful new setup that we've got for you folks. This is the first time that we're highlighting some of our equipment, and with Chuck Parker and Tom Mooneyham and Jack Peterson and Jim Newsom and Glenn and all the fellas, and with Manny, we're at the Palma side of Lobo Field here, as the Palma Chieftains again get set to kick off, and kicking off for the Chieftains to Jack Ross. Back deep is Holden Smith, and here it is, the kickoff down and deep, and it looks like it's picked up by Holden Smith. Smith winds his way up to about the 24, looks like the 22, 23 yard line. We are in competition here with the local FM station, so you probably can hear that in the background as the folks are very excited. This is the Palma Chieftain radio program. Again, first and 10 for the Padres on about their own 22. It's the spread offense that we saw last week that was so effective against Monte Vista. Devin Pearson is at the quarterback slot, and he's snapping the rolls to his right, looks to his right. It's got a wide open receiver, wide open. That's number Martin Enriquez, wide receiver. They pick up a good 12 yards at that time. That's first and 10 for the Padres. Outstanding play.
I'm excited to see what Devin Pearson's going to do. He was very productive last game.
To the left, and he's got another receiver out on the outside, not picking up a whole lot of yards. That was Gianni Bradetti, it looked like, out on the wide. Who was that? That's
it's a little tough to see here with the glare of the window.
Yeah, picking up that looked like that.
They're going with the no huddle again.
And again with in the spread, he's got Smith on his right side. Three receivers to the left. This is a 2nd and 4. Handoff inside to Smith. Smith picks up about 4 or 5 yards, and that'll be a first down for the Carmel Padres. So the Padres moving against a line that probably outweighs them man-to-man by 20 or 25 pounds. First and 10 for Devin Pearson and the Carmel Padres. Wide right, 2. Rolls to his right. He looks for a receiver. He's got a receiver, Marcus Lund. The ball is a little high for Marcus. He throws it out of bounds. Defensing for the Marcel Brinson was the DB for the Chieftains. So we've got about a 2nd down with 2nd and 10. And again, we've got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, spread offense. Barking out the signals is Pearson. He's got Holden Smith to his right. Hold. This time it's Pearson keeps it himself, and he's got good yardage. He knocks off about 14 yards. That'll be a first down, and that's into Chieftain territory. They're moving against these Chieftains up and down the line of scrimmage. They're looking at one another. That's first and 10 for the Padres against the highly favored Palma Chieftains.
Looking forward to Devin's speed. He's gonna throw now.
Throws long. He's got a receiver deep. That ball that was Marcus Lund was open momentarily. Knocked down again. Some outstanding defensive back by Dylan Perales breaking up the play. That they had him. He was open again with the spread offense and no huddle. There's really very little time to comment. Receivers wide to the right, 3 to the right. Holden Smith. And Smith up. And again, Pearson rolling to his right has Lackey open. And there's no gain that time. As again, Marcel Brinson with a hard tackle. Might point out also the play of Jack Powers for the Chieftains. He is 6'6", 245-pound junior, and he's a legitimate Division I. Okay, Pearson with Smith on his left, 3 receivers to the right. This time Smith now shifts right, 3 receivers to the left. Here's the Pearson hands off inside to Smith. He's got good yards, and he picks up a good gain of about 5 yards. And Lucas, let's see, that was for the Tyler Escoto for the Chieftains in on the tackle. Again, no huddle. This spread is giving good offensive line some good angles. This is a Pearson rolls to his left. He's got a receiver deep. Oh, just overthrows.
Just barely overthrown.
Just overthrown, boy. So DeLucci, wide receiver, was open. The ball was just thrown just a little long. That looked like River Hayne for the Carmel Padres. The ball was just a little far. It was receiver was open.
Yeah, it was a gamble, 50-50 shot. They didn't get it this time, but you better guarantee that they will come back to that because they have the strength in the passing.
Okay, first down for the Chieftains now. That was a fourth down play.
Noah Allen in motion over
Here's
the
Allen. Noah Allen at 6'6". Inside, here's two. Hand off to Meyer. He's got a big gain. Picks up good 6 yards. Spun to the outside. Brought down by Parker Allen, that defensive back for the Padres.
You'll see him carrying the ball a lot, Hamish. He actually has 200 carries for 1,378 yards this year.
Okay, so playing quarterback is Jack Tardu for the Chieftains. Tardu is a junior. We've got strong right. Handoff again to Myers. Myers struggles, picks up a gain of about 3. That'll bring up a third down and, I would say 3 yards. 3rd and 3. If you're just joining us, 8 minutes and 30 seconds into the first quarter, there is no score. And the battle of the Titans here, the battle of the century, for who's going to be the Division 4 Monterey Peninsula champions, Monterey County champions. Tordo up over the ball. He's got receivers flanked wide right. Big 6'6" Noah Allen on the out to the right, shifting in the back, turn and a handoff inside to Myers again. He fights and he's got the first down off left tackle.
Yeah, tough running kid. He's gonna lower his shoulder. He's gonna keep his legs pumping, and he's gonna get the first down.
That tackle was Will Jesperson, the linebacker, but along with Navi Senatova, another linebacker on the outside. Against these Chieftains are huge offensive line. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. Tordo barking signals. Turns hands. No, he's got the ball this time. Turns and throws out to Allen, the big 6'6" receiver. He's out of bounds after a pickup, and it looks like about 8 yards. Not being like our next door neighbors here who are broadcasting the radio game, and I'm sure people can hear that. That was the first time that I noticed that the quarterback is in fact left-handed.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jack Tardo, a 6 foot, 165-pound, 11th grader for the Palma Chieftains, looking really good on that play. Second down and about 4. Back to pass. He's got a receiver, and it's just a little long.
Whoa, almost intercepted. Nearly intercepted.
Allen jumped for the ball, and he may have kind of mistimed the jump. It looked like the ball was floated out there, and I understand that's going to be a strategy that they use. Allen a little late getting back into the huddle, as is Jack Ross for the Chieftains. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 4. Last time they went off left tackle with Jack Myers. Okay. Tordo looks strong left. Okay, now shift. Looking. Handoff inside. This is Myers. He breaks loose. Looks like he's got the first down. And that'll be a first down for the Palma Chieftains. That time Jack Meyer is a kind of a stubby, strong runner. Broke off the right tackle there. Really strong extra effort.
Definitely. He's one of those kids. He's going to lower his shoulders. He's going to keep pumping his legs. He's going to get the first down every time. If they need him in this situation, he's definitely going to be the one getting the ball.
1st and 10 on the Padres 40. for the Palma Chieftains. Tordo again barking out the signals, turns and hands off his time to Myers, sweeping to the left, and he's dropped for no gain. And that time coming up for the tackle was Navi Savoda and Brendan Finney making the tackle. Again, that Palma offensive line averaging about 220 pounds up against the Carmel Padres defensive line. It looks like about 180, 170 pound average.
Oh, but they're fighting. They're fighting.
Yes, they are. Here, turn a pitch to Marcus Washington. He's got a wide lane. He picks up about 8 yards. And that
Marcus
was
Washington
that time for 8. That's the first time he's carried the ball, and he looks really quick.
Yeah, but they won't be afraid to give it to him. He actually has 139 carries this year for 849 yards, so they'll use him and they'll use Jack Myers. Oh yeah.
As they use Myers. There actually really isn't any pressing need to throw the ball, as the Chieftains have demonstrated. Their ground attack is very, very powerful and potent. This time Tardo looks out. He's got the Myers lone back in the back. And turns and no, that's Washington. Hands to Washington. Washington with a shifty run. He picks up a first down, and he struggles all the way down to it looks like about the 20-yard line. First down for Marcus Washington. He's quick. He's burst through the hole on the right side.
Yeah, it looks like the DN slightly over pursued. If that DN stays on the line, scores his shoulders up, he can actually guard that. So this Carmel team has a pretty good chance of guarding this Palma offense.
Okay, that's a 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for Tardo. Again, barking out signals, and his out to Neff Cameron. So there's Myers. He struggles forward. He picks up like another 8, 9 yards. And again, the people like Spencer Seeley, offensive lineman at 6'3", 250 pounds, another left tackle out there leading the way. This Palma Chieftain offensive line is very, very impressive.
Oh yeah, despite the weight difference, Carmel's giving them a very good look on defense.
Basic I formation, turn inside, hand off. This is to Meyer, and he stumbles, picks up maybe 1 or 2 yards, and looked like the linebacker Parker making the hit on that.
Like a shoestring tackle, almost what they call in football.
Yeah, okay, so we're up tight.
I wouldn't be surprised if they give it back to him.
This turnaround, hand off to Myers. Myers forward. He is, I don't know. It'll depend on the marking of the slot. You know, we might, if we could, guys, we could go to a little slow-mo and see if actually he did make it. We do have some slow motion. Let's see if possibly he did make it. Well, he got a, here's, actually
they got it. Looks like they got it.
I guess they did do it. So that's a 1st down. That was kind of odd that they moved the ball back. Anyway, that's a 1st and 10, so they can get a 1st down. So 1st and 10, there is no score, 3:56 in the 1st quarter. Here we are with, and this time at a shotgun. That's the first time we've seen a shotgun.
Might be going up for a pass.
And pitches to Washington. Washington has some room, but good, strong tackle. And Zach Marco stayed home that time.
There you go.
He stayed home, did his job, and force that play in.
Yeah,
it looked real good when it started.
Yeah, when you're playing at the defensive end position, you got to make sure you keep your shoulders squaring down the line. One a little slight angle, and you'll be caught off guard.
Okay, Tardo, again, the quarterback for the Palma Chieftains. No score, but Palma's knocking on the door. So this time they got Marcus Washington, 3 to the right. Washington cuts back in and is not going to get anything. A whole host of Padres there. Blocked, led there by Brandon Feeney and a whole host of his Padre cohorts. stopping him short of the goal.
Yeah,
So,
despite the size difference, it's a very good matchup.
yeah, unfortunately, possibly for the Padres, the height and superior weight weighs on you after a while, the constant pounding. But here you go, third and 7 for a first. Tardio barking out the signals, turns hands off to Myers. Myers squirms through. No, it's not. It's fake. It's a touchdown to Cameron Neff. There's a fake inside.
There's actually a flag on the field.
Flag on the play, but it looks like to the big Cameron Neff, tight end, 6'4", 210 pounds. What do we got? Oh, it looks like a delay of game.
Yep, delay of game on Palma, so that'll actually wipe that touchdown out.
Negate the touchdown. I wonder, do you have that touchdown in the booth there, guys? We're trying out our instant replay information. So I guess not. So no score there. A nifty handoff, fake handoff, and well, I guess that's what the call was.
Third down.
No, it couldn't have been.
We'll call it 12 for the first down.
So that'll bring up a third and about 11. That was a very, very costly penalty for the Chieftains. Let's see if they can capitalize. Really good ball control. This time they're in the shotgun with two receivers to the left, one to the right. Myers looks, it's quarterback draw. He's in for a score. The quarterback draw, Chuck.
Yeah, Jack can do that.
Quarterback at 6'1", 165-pound junior for the Palma Chieftains. That was an outstanding play, as you can see. Excellent work from the guys in the booth. You can see the play, there it was. And take it, Jess.
Jack's going to be able to do that because he has the arm, so they have to respect the throw. Once they respect the throw, he can run with the ball.
Right, and the kick is up and good. So look at the scoreboard here with 2:15 left in the first quarter. It's the Carmel Padres 0 and the Palma Chieftains 7, and that was a very impressive drive, Jesse. So the Padres, they have their job cut out for them, and here's the kick. It's long and high. It's down to Holden Smith. Smith's got it on about the 2-yard line. Comes up and is going to battle forward to about the 17-yard line. And this is time for the Padres to come back.
Oh yeah, definitely. They have the weapons to do it, and their game's a little different. Their game's a little. Not necessarily faster, but quick-paced compared to Palma's. You'll see they'll run a no-huddle offense.
Very good observation. Certainly the Chieftains are a much more traditional kind of ball club, where the Palma Chieftains, with the spread offense, taking advantage of Devin Pearson, fantastic athlete that he is. Turn a handoff inside to Smith. Smith fumbles forward for about 5 yards. He was really, really close to breaking that, as it looked like maybe he was tripped up by his own offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a second down now and about 4. Pearson throws back out here to Marcus Lund, and Marcus Lund is out of bounds. And let's see where they mark the ball. It is a first down. First down for the Padres. Where the Padres now have 4 or 5 first downs, and they drove the ball with their first time of the first possession, and it was a 4th down play that backfired. Inside handoff this time is to Smith. Smith is stopped for limited gain, maybe picked up 2. So again, the spread formation, no huddle. They really forced the defense to be disciplined, and the Padres have used that for a 10-0 record this year.
Definitely. They're gonna have to make the Palma players respect the quarterback. The quarterback
pitch outside. That's a fumble. The ball's loose, and it looks like Palma has the ball. And Holden Smith, if we can see what the ball was.
No,
I guess the.
And
Well,
Carmel's ready to go.
Carmel's absolutely ready to go.
Carmel's ready to go because they run that no huddle offense.
Okay, here we go. The refs ruled that the ball carrier was down. This time Pearson rolls. He's got a receiver wide open. And that time is knocked out of bounds. That receiver was Martin Enriquez. That's a first down as Pearson throws a really, really nice pass. Coming into the ballpark this afternoon, I saw scouts from UCLA, USC, probably from all the Pac-12 teams out here looking at Mr. Pearson, I'm sure, as a bona fide Division I candidate.
And a very classic kid. We'll have a chance to see that during our halftime interviews.
Oh, yes, that's right. Okay, it's 1st and 10 for the Padres. Here comes Pearson again to the right. This time he's going to run with the ball. He breaks through and he is real close to a first down. Again, that's Marcel Brinson, a 5'11", 190-pound senior, in on the tackle. This time the Padres, it's second and about 2. No huddle. Smith to the left. 2 receivers on both right and the left side. Smith shifts over to the right side. Pearson again calling out the signals. He is going to run himself. He goes off the right side. He's going to pick up that first down. And he's still struggling.
With that flag on the play.
A flag comes flying in from one of the back judges, and it looks like maybe somebody grabbed hold of a face mask or something going on in that.
Well, he definitely got the first down because of forward progress. We're going to go ahead and we're going to watch it here.
You can see on the replay there's somebody grabbed a face mask, and it is a first down, and that's the end of the quarter. And you can see there's the infraction.
And you can see the flag flying in.
Excellent, excellent, guys. So we're at the end of the first quarter as the Padres are marching back after the score from the Chieftains. And again, the vaunted tradition of the Palma Chieftains very much in play here, as over the years have watched this program grow into the dynamic program that it is today. Here we go. I'm not sure what happened with, I guess there's one more play left in the quarter, and Smith goes off right tackle for really no gain. It's Ortiz on the tackle. Now, I guess that's the quarter.
That's the quarter.
The Media Center is, of course, subsidiary of the Monterey County Office of Education. And I have with me here tonight Jesse Valdez, who is a teacher at the Media Center and for the Broadband Technologies Opportunity Grant Program. And I'm also with Meredith Brown, and Meredith is related, so to speak, to the Palma Chieftains. Her cousin is the head coach for the Palma Chieftains, Coach Jeff Carnazzo. And here we go, the second quarter about to get going. It's 7-0, Chieftains up on top. Chieftains, again, are heavily favored.
And again, we have the very speedy Carmel in a no huddle.
Yep, second down here and 8. Okay, again, a quick pass out to the right side from Pearson to, look like that's Tyler Knight. Tyler Knight took that. Okay, and in on the tackle was Ricky Castro for the Chieftains. So that's now it's a 3rd and 1. And here comes Pearson himself. Pearson trying the right side. I don't think he's got it. It's going to depend on the spot. He ran into a brick wall there, led by, looked like Jack Powers, and you can see on the replay here, there was a lot of struggling and fighting for the ball. It looks like the Chieftains have been trained in how to take the ball.
I see that. If you notice, whenever it's always 11 men to the ball, And for our viewers who don't know much about football, 11 players play at a time on each team. And you notice at Palma, whenever one guy rallies them up, the rest of the 10 will go and help him out. And you notice they're always stripping for that bomb.
That's right. And the refs, it was a very liberal spot for the Padres. They pick up the first down. So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Padres. They're driving. They're driving. This is a pivotal drive for the Padres to stay in this game. So here's Pearson with receivers 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Holden Smith to his right, long back. And we got a blitz coming in from the outside. Pearson keeps it to himself, breaks a few tackles, and struggles down to about the 24-yard line.
Looked like he was going to be stopped for a loss, but he somehow managed to just squirm right through the tacklers and for a positive gain.
Yes, that was looked like Tyler Escoto at 5'10", 220-pound, in on the tackle. And here we go again with Holden Smith to the left of Devin Pearson, everything Devin Pearson.
Oh, yeah.
3 receivers to the left. He rolls to the left. He's got a receiver in the end zone, and it's just broken up right at the last minute by the Devin Morales. Looked like he broke that one up. You know,
you see it on our replay there.
Oh, nice play.
Nice play by Devin
Excellent
Morales.
Play. Wonderful way to go in the booth there, guys.
Very
really
nice for us to be
one.
able to see that instant replay. You really got to give it up to Devin Pearson. He maintained his composure in that pocket. He can stay in the pocket if he has to.
3 receivers to the left. Thank you, Jesse. Here's barking the signals. Holden Smith coming up to the left side. 3rd down, big play. He's got a wide open touchdown for the Padres. Martin Enriquez. Devin Pearson to Enriquez, and a stunning score here for the Padres, and the old swinging gate in which they force.
They're forcing.
Palma has this well coached, so nobody shifted inadvertently. So coming in is Tyler Knight for the kick, and we saw that he was almost perfect last week.
Yeah.
And there's a flag. Something is.
Judging by the clapping by the Carmel guys, seems to be on Palma.
So that'll be half the distance.
Looks like an
but it looks to me like they will probably go ahead with the extra point.
In a game like this, you definitely have to play it safe. Go for the field goal.
You know, with Manny in the booth doing such an outstanding job with Chuck Parker and company in there, we got to stay on our toes. We got to watch this monitor here. Here we go for the extra point. Tyler Knight, his ball's placed down, kicked up, and it's good. And we got a tie score.
Yeah.
We're looking at the scoreboard here in the first half. In the second quarter, 10:37 left. It's the Palma Chieftains 7, the Carmel Padres 7. We're again at the battle people have called the Battle of the Century between the Palma Chieftains and the Carmel Padres. It's all knotted up.
Yeah, it's turned out to be a really good close game. Both of these teams really displaying their strength.
Knight's kick is long. It goes through both and so that's Devin Morales is brought. He brings it down to about the 20, maybe the 21-yard line. Yeah. And it went between the 2 receiving Palma Chieftains and picked up by Morales. Brings it up about the 21-yard line. So here the Chieftains are on offense, and they run a more traditional kind of West Coast offense with multiple options.
Yeah, we also actually had a chance to interview the Chieftains, so we'll be showing that too at halftime.
Excellent. Thank you, Jesse. Okay, that's Tardo now turns and hands off to Jack Meyer, and again a shoestring tackle out there preventing a very long gain. That shoestring tackle was by Brendan Finney, and Brendan Finney, I think, saved a big gainer there.
Oh, yeah.
So the left-handed Frenchman, Jack Tardo, comes up to the line of scrimmage with the 2 with two receivers to the right. Turn and hand off again to Meyer. Here he goes. He's breaking wide open. Cuts back in. Needs a couple of blocks. Picks up some more blocks. And all the way down to the 40. Looks like about the 45-yard line. And maybe if we could see that one again, that was nice. You broke off right tackle, cut, picked up some convoy of blockers, and picked up some more yards. So that's a 1st and 10 for the Chieftains.
He's definitely
picked up a lot of yards.
He's definitely going to be one of those guys that give the ball to 200+ carries in this season. That's a lot of carries.
Fantastic. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chieftains. Turn again, hand. This is to Washington. Washington bursts through a big hole, and it's go all the way down to a pickup of about 8 yards. That'll be a 2nd and about 2. And the tackle then by looks like Brendan Finney. Brendan is very, very active. It looks like he's got 4 or 5 tackles here early on in the half. Here we go. This is a 2nd and about 4 for the Chieftains. Fakes once. Here is the lefty. Tardos decides to run, but he's sacked. He is sacked and a loss of about 4 by Anton Craney. Anton lineman brought him down. It looked like he was Tardo was, and you could see that on the replay. Excellent. That actually was Anton Craney. Outstanding tackle. Okay, it's now 3rd and about 7. Tardo back to pass. He looks. He's rolls to the right, fakes up, and is going to run it, and he picks up the 1st down, even though he had 2 receivers wide open.
Yeah,
absolutely wide open.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's going to be something that Tardu, we notice in the replay here, very elusive player.
Yep.
Kind of dangerously holding the ball outward, but he tucks it in and.
Right. He eluded the tackle by Zach Snyder, number 61 out there. Picks up a 1st down. Single back, strong to the left. Big Noah Allen off to the left. And now a shift, and coming in inside handoff to Meyer. Lots of room there. Brought down by Jacob Shivers, and that's a big burst there for Washington. Boy, that's a heck of a 1-2 combination of those two.
See there in the replay, he just keeps moving. The kid keeps moving.
Yeah, it's okay. That's a big 2nd down. It's a 1st down run.
Yeah, 1st down.
From Washington. We got. Okay, we're on about the 23-yard line. First and 10. Chieftains are 7-7 tie. Turn a hand off in tight to Meyer. Meyer struggles forward. He picks up about looks 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah.
Bring up 2nd and 3.
Notice a slightly different pace from the Palma offense to the Carmel offense, but yet both displaying both their strengths, being the hard running versus the speed, fast outside running.
Again, 2 highly disciplined offensive units.
Very much.
So again, Tardo with strong right. Turn a hand off in time to Myers. He fights his way through, shifts down. Boy, he was really close to really breaking that one for all the way. That looks like it's going to be a 1st and goal.
And I wouldn't doubt if they gave him the ball again. I mean, just today he has over 18 carries for over 60-something yards.
They've discovered something on the right side with Chino Pazzaliglia and some of the other folks that are out there. Yeah, there's some really good, strong inside handoff to Meyer. No gain that time. So that'll bring up that. Again, we've got looks like about a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal for the Chieftains. as you can see, 7-7. And we've got Strong to the left. Meyer hands inside to Meyer, follows through, looks like he's close. It is. Touchdown.
Not yet. Let's see. We have no call from the referee yet.
Looked like the ball may have been loose, as some of the Padres are signaling one way or another.
No.
Oh, no. So he
we'll
ruled
have to replay
just
it down.
a
You see
little
the
short.
Palma getting
Palma
down to the
quickly
line.
up to the line of
They
scrimmage.
have a plan.
And
He's in.
inside for Tardo, he takes it in. So that's Jack Tardo on a quarterback sneak, goes in standing up. On that last play, led by Sean Robeson, the fullback, Meyer follows the lead block of Robeson.
Mm-hmm. Really, really tough fighting, good blocking fullbacks.
Here's for the extra point. The kick is up.
Nearly blocked.
And almost blocked.
Nearly.
By the kicker, Matt Fultugio. So you look at the scoreboard, the Chieftains with a very impressive looking drive. All the way for a score. And again, this is a McCate broadcast, and we hope that in the future that frankly I will be retired and students will be doing this.
Definitely.
I'm up here with Jesse Valdez, and Jesse hopefully will be one of those teachers that will be working with students over at the County Office of Education and McCate, and we will be training the commentators of the future.
Yes.
And we've got our fantastic mobile truck set up by our studio chief, Tom Mooneyham, and Jim Newsom. It's incredible. You can see, folks, the instant replay, all the things that are available for our students, and that's the point.
Yeah, that's the key.
We want to prepare students for the future. Okay, here's the kickoff, and it'll be Holden Smith taking the high on about his own 5-yard line. Brings it back and a huge tackle. A huge tackle by Ricky Castro. That was a stunning tackle. Maybe we've seen, maybe we could see that one again. That was really a fantastic tackle that time. By Morales, really gave him a shot. Watch this hit here by, that's number 4, Ricky Castro. Fabulous.
And again, the speedy Carmel offense.
Okay. Good work, guys, in the truck catching that. Okay, 1st and 10. Here's Pearson barking out the signals. Strong right. Looks, wants to pass to the right, has a receiver, and Marcus Lund the ball is complete to Lund, but for really no gain.
Yeah.
So the maybe pickup of 1, our ace spotter, Meredith Brown, pointing that out.
There you go, yeah, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. So Pearson looking to the sidelines. He's got strong left. The signals are coming in from Coach Golden Richardson and his great staff of the Padres. Again, we've got Smith in the backfield along with Pearson. Pearson hands off to Smith, and there's nothing doing there as he will lose possibly a yard. It'll bring up again a 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a crucial set of downs for Carmel. They really need to get a turnaround in order to be able to keep up with Palma.
Right, here we are strong left again. It's 3rd and long. Okay, so we'll see if they can put some pressure on Pearson. He's rolling to his left. He's got a receiver deep and is complete.
Whoa.
It's a completed pass to Tyler Knight. That was a big-time throw.
That
was a big-time Division I throw, folks. Watch him throw this ball. This is right there. Boom. Beautiful. Nice work, guys.
That's a big-time throw
Wonderful
from a big-time
work.
athlete.
That's big-time camera work, too, by our crew. Okay, guys. Handoff inside. This Pearson himself is going to be – the ball is fumbled, but it looks like he was down.
I think he had the knee down.
The whistle was down. Okay. Ball bounced out, but Pearson was down. Okay, Pearson's getting a little bit of work on his Martin Enriquez helping out with Pearson's shoulder pads that have popped out. Okay, here's 2nd and 8. Pearson throws out to the right. The ball is complete. Pickup of about 8. You know, the Chieftains defensive backs are really playing off the receivers.
Yeah. They're playing off because they know what Devin Pearson can do, so they're forced to give that cushion, what they call that bumper cushion. They're forced to do that.
Good point. Okay, here we go. 3rd and 3. Pearson looks. He throws inside. He's got a receiver. That ball is complete to Tyler Knight. That'll be a first down. Another beautiful pass. Just zipped in there.
You see that in the replay.
Beautiful.
Right where it
beautiful
had
pass.
to be.
Beautiful pass. Folks, so somebody to watch here is big number 50 for the Chieftains on the right end. And watch how the Padres are playing this big guy. That time he was moved out. Gaspari Aliotti just let him take the outside route, and the ball carrier, Jack Carmenitia, inside picked up about 4 yards. Okay.
Hey, we're going to notice that Carmel has yet to go in the huddle. They're going to use their strengths, their quickness to get this game going.
Okay, this 2nd down now. Pearson, again, over to the side. Tyler Knight, he struggles. It looks like he's got the first down, or really close to. So again, the Chieftains, and over there, that's number 34, Marcel Brinson, giving Tyler Knight and Devin Morales, giving them a lot of room over there, and Ricky Castro. So, and Pearson is right on the money, 3rd and 1. He was just a little bit short, So here we go, 3rd and 1, big play. Pearson himself takes it off right tackle, first down, he struggles. Look at that, it just powers forward, knocking over some of the Chieftains. You know, the quick speed of this offense might be nullifying the superior size of the Chieftains. Watching right here, and
I mean, both teams have their strengths, and we talked about this before off camera. Palma has the size, and Carmel has the speed, and they're both doing a really good job of displaying that.
Exactly. Here's heavy pressure on Pearson. Struggles forward. He runs into his own man.
Yeah, it looks like he would have had it had he not run into his own man.
Pearson's so shifty that time, he faked out his own man. But he still manages to pick up a one yard. He got a lot of pressure that time. It looked like the Chieftains were blitzing. Again, watch number 50, folks, on your screen. Jack Powers, 6'6", 245 pounds. Watch what happens here. There's another D1 candidate against Holden Smith. DB blocking from occasion. Here he is. Smith works back to about close to about the 16-yard line, bringing up a 3rd and about 8. 3rd and
clock winding down.
Yeah, not much time left in the first half. The Padres need to get something going.
Got about 50 seconds on the clock, but the Padres can do it. They run a really fast-paced offense meant for this type of
43
time.
seconds. Here we go. Time running out in the first half. Pearson rolls to the right. Looks, got a fake move, got to get out of bounds. Does not. They should call a timeout.
They might be inclined to call a timeout. You can't, like they say in coaching, you can't take them home. Can't take them with you.
Well, you got 20 some odd seconds. They're going to let the clock roll down. The coaches are right there on the field. They know what they're doing, and now they call a timeout with, or I guess not, 13 seconds.
I guess
they're
they're
let it go
waiting.
down,
I
think for a field goal attempt.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for a field goal attempt, so they're going to run it down.
To virtually no time. Okay, 4 seconds on the clock, so that'll be time for Tyler Knight, and we saw him last week against Monte Vista Christian, hit a couple of those long field goals.
Really nice one. So just to go over what just happened right now, someone watching the TV might be thinking, what's going on? Why aren't they calling a timeout? But we can see that the coaches were actually very strategically planning that.
And again, the coaches are Golden Anderson for the Carmel Padres and Jeff Carnazzo for the Palma Chieftains. Experienced coaches know what they're doing, and excellent with young men. There's a 29-yard field goal attempt from Tyler Knight. The ball's placed down. It's bobbled. It looks like it's going to be a fake, and it's that there's no time. Time runs out. As the Chieftains stop, it looked to me like the snap was bobbled.
Yeah, it looked like the snap was bobbled.
Pearson just simply picked up the ball and tried to make something out of nothing.
Now, I remember we talked about this last week, and I'm going to emphasize it again. Two very good teams, two very disciplined teams. It's going to come down to who makes a mistake and who capitalizes off that mistake. We have a couple times that Carmel has made a couple of mistakes, one not getting the first down earlier in the quarter and now bobbling the snap and the field goal. So we're going into halftime now, and I'd like to remind our viewers to stick around and watch interviews conducted by the students and by MCOE McKay. We had a chance to interview Coach Carnazzo and Coach Anderson and starting quarterback Pardue and Pearson, and along with a lot of their student athletes. We had a really good time. The students went out there and had a lot of fun, and stick around and watch that.
Okay, again, you're listening to the broadcast from the Lobo Field at Monterey Peninsula College, and we would like to especially thank the folks here at MPC, the athletic director, and all the grounds folks that have helped us out immensely. Thank you so much. A.D. Schuster and all the other folks that have just been outstanding. Thank you very, very much for all of your support, and thanks to CCS for their support as well. This is the Media Center for Art Education and Technology, and this is a student-based production, and you're watching Manny and a lot of students on the cameras doing an outstanding job of bringing you this ball game. This truck that we have, that you're seeing the instant replay and all this great stuff, Jesse, was brought to us by a grant from the Hardin Foundation, Monterey Peninsula Foundation, the Arts Council for Monterey, the Monterey County Office of Education, and the Media Center. And this is an opportunity for young people to do their thing, and maybe if we have an opportunity, we can talk to the leader of the whole production, Dr. Nancy Katowski. She's here tonight. She confided that she's not rooting for anybody in particular, just wants to, as she said, see a good ball game. So maybe we can talk to her a little bit, and in addition to the interviews that Jesse's talked to. So we're going to take a little break, break in the action. You can see the score. One heck of a ball game. Remember, the Chieftains were heavily favored. They're kind of playing out of division. Tonight, they're playing Division 4. Normally, they play Division 3, and they played in the open division as well. They're that powerful. So here you have it. It could have been a 14-10 game if that handling and snap was a little bit more efficient. Okay, folks, we're going to take a little break. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amanda Del Rosario, and I'm here with the MCOE McKay Media Center. And today we're going to be interviewing some Palma Chieftains and some coaches for their big game on Saturday. I'm here with Palma Chieftains coach
Jeff Carnazzo.
And how do you feel about this season?
I think it's been a good season overall. We lost to Hollister, and that was tough. But overall, I think my kids responded really well. We had some tough injuries early in the season, and we've responded, and we've done well in the playoffs, and we're here in the championship game, so I'm excited about that.
What was your most memorable moment of this season?
Probably the most memorable moment. I think it's more than just one moment, but it's how our team responded from the two devastating injuries. We had our quarterback go down in week 3, and a two-way starter for us, Matthias Lopez, go down in week 2, and it was tough. But our kids responded. We played well, and we rebounded, and we won the majority of our games. And and also last week was a special victory against Sacred Heart Prep. I think our team played really well together. So yeah, that'd be it.
I'm here with Jack Powers, and he plays defensive end. What are you doing to get ready for this big game?
Just working hard with all the team and just getting ready. Working hard, taking reps, and just knowing what Carmel's going to do and where they're going to be. So just making plays.
And what was your most memorable part of this season?
Probably a play versus Hollister where I picked up a fumble for a touchdown. That was pretty cool. It was early in the game and picked it up, scooped and scored, and went pretty crazy.
I'm here with Marcel Brenson. What position do you play?
Strong safety and receiver.
And what are you doing to get ready for this big game?
We're just working out hard, we're practicing hard, and we're just trying to simulate Carmel's speed.
How do you like being on this team?
I actually like it a lot. I mean, we're all pretty close to each other. We treat each other like brothers. So, I mean, it's a pretty good atmosphere out here.
I'm here with Jack Tardu. And what position do you play?
Quarterback.
Do you anticipate that this is going to be a close game?
I think so. I mean, two good teams playing each other. I think it should be a good game.
What has been the most memorable moment of this season?
I would say beating Sacred Heart because, I mean, that got us to this game. So that gave us a chance to play for a championship.
Hi, I'm Amanda Del Rosario, and I'm here with the MCOE McCabe Media Center, and we're here at Carmel High, home of the Padres, to interview players and coaches about their game on Saturday. Hi, I'm here with Coach Anderson. And what have you guys been doing to get ready for the big game?
We've been just trying to have a great week of practice. We take a lot of pride in our preparation, and we're trying to have our best week of preparation, and we think we have, and we're excited for the opportunity and the challenge for Saturday night's game.
Do you think the game will be close?
Oh, I don't know. We don't predict scores or anything like that. I think they're two evenly matched teams. I wouldn't be surprised if it was an extremely close game that came down to the wire. We're preparing for a close game, and we're excited for our opportunity.
I'm here with Lucas Gevin. And what position do you play?
I play offensive line.
How do you like playing for the Padres?
I love playing for the Padres. I've grown up watching them my entire life, so it's been an honor playing for them.
What was your most memorable part of this season?
Just playing in the shoe game. I've watched that rivalry that my entire life, so playing that was really fun.
I'm here with
Jacob Shivers.
And what position do you play?
I play free safety.
Do you plan on going to college?
I do. I've applied to many colleges such as San Diego State, UC Davis, the University of Nevada, and many others.
I'm here with
Gasper Aliotti.
And what position do you play?
I play on the offensive line.
What are you doing to get ready for this game?
Just mentally, I'm getting ready, going over my job to make sure I do good in the game.
And do you plan on going to college?
Yes, I do.
Have you applied to any colleges?
Yes, I've applied to a few in California and then a few out of states also.
I'm here with Devin Pearson. And what position do you play?
I play quarterback.
What are you doing to get ready for this game?
Not anything special. We just take every game in the same way and practice hard.
You've had a really good season. How does it feel to go against a team like Palma?
First of all, it's exciting to get this far and to go against a team like Palma with a lot of local kids who we know. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Do you plan on going to college?
Yeah, I've been talking to Stanford and a couple Ivy League schools, as well as UC Davis and Sac State, but I'm not sure where I'm going to go yet.
Thank you.
As the Palma Chieftains come back onto the field, I'm here with Dr. Nancy Kataski, Superintendent for Monterey County Office of Education, and well, here we are. And the game of the century. Dr. Kotowski, what do you think?
I think it's just an exciting evening. We've got people here from all over Monterey County. We have youth here from all these different schools, and both teams are just doing great.
Isn't it wonderful to see? It's a terrific game. The Padres just missed a field goal attempt right at the end of the half. It would have been 14-10. It's a very close game. A lot of folks didn't think it was going to be a close game because Palma is actually playing down in their division. The Padres are just doing an outstanding job staying right with them. I'm really looking forward to a tremendous second half.
Well, I think both teams are really champions. They're doing fabulous. It's wonderful to have two such great teams competing here in Monterey County for this championship. So
yes,
I'm wishing both teams the very best of luck tonight.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Katowski. And you've come up from San Diego. You rushed up here to be at the game.
That's right. I was at a conference down with all of our school board members in San Diego and got back just in time to be here for this exciting evening. So we're having a great time.
Thank you very much. It's a little cold. As I see the Padres are coming back on the field, and I know you were at the conference with Superintendent for Carmel.
That's right.
Mr. Marvin Biasotti.
And all of his board members. The school board members as well, our county board members, and board members from all over.
How fantastic. And you know, Dr. Katowski, I look over here at the, speaking of board members, I noticed that there is the Palma Chieftains out here have quite a representation. Of course, they're a parochial school in Salinas, but they draw from youngsters all over the county. So it's kind of a county-wide football team, if you like.
So well, and just the students that are here are from all over. I see kids here from elementary through high school here from all over the county, and they're having a ball, and they're all just so polite and enjoying one another, and it just brings a great camaraderie and unity throughout the county in this great competition today, because both schools are really champs.
Well, this is it. This is for the championship. It's the battle of the century, and what do you think of the fellas work in the truck?
Oh, my goodness. It's very exciting. The truck that we have here, the vehicle is going to enable the students to really get out and broadcast these kinds of events, as well as so many other major activities throughout Monterey County.
Yep, and again, this is, we're from Lobo Field, Monterey Peninsula College, and we're getting ready for the second half, and we're with the Superintendent of Instruction, Dr. Nancy Katowski. And thank you, Nancy, for all of your support for not only McCate and but for all the youngsters out in our county.
Oh, thank you so much. It takes all of us working together to do the great job that's happening for our kids and for their future. So this is a great example of it. They're all champions out here.
Thank you, Doctor. And that's a good note. They're all champions out here. Thank you, Dr. Katowski, and we'll get ready here for the second half, and terrific. So we've got the Palma Chieftains will be receiving the ball for the second half, and we're ready for, this is it for football, for high school football. This is the last game. This is the last game for Devin Pearson playing football.
In high school.
In high school. In high school.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right there. So here we are. What do you look to happen in the second half?
I'm expecting that Carmel will have rested, and they're gonna come back and display their speed. But during halftime, I want to make note of this. I walked out there. There is probably 3 times more people than what the actual stadium has for seating. There's a lot of people. This is a very anticipated game. There's been people here since 4. The gates opened at 5. There's been people here since 4.
Just for a high school football.
Yeah, for a high school football game. Notice
Here's
a familiar.
The kick is. Oh my goodness! We start the second half off at a short kick. The youngster held on to that ball. That was for the Palma Chieftains. That was Armando Castellanos, it looks like.
Yeah.
He held on to that ball. No, actually that was Marcel Brinson. He was absolutely clobbered. 1st and 10, however, for the Chieftains with really, really good field position to start the second half.
Those are the plus and minuses of a short kick. You're either going to get it back or you're going to give them great field position to start off with.
Tardot with receiver strong to the right. Inside here to Myers. Myers is brought down that time by good shoestring tackle by Misha Pulanev. And in on the assisting with that tackle was Zach Schneider. Okay, this is a second down and a long 8 for the Chieftains. Again, Tardo is the quarterback, and he's left-handed, so he will be strong to his left side. Strong right, handoff inside to Myers, jumps over, hurdles a potential tackler, and that's probably worth another look as Jack Meyer just leaped over a tackler. Let's see how it. There he is. He jumped up over, and what a outstanding run from Jack Myers. First down.
He's going to be a key weapon for them. He's going to be a key weapon. We discussed he had 200 carries. I had to double check the statistics to make sure that was right.
Ross and Allen sprint to the right. Neff is 3 receivers on the right side. Handoff inside to Washington. Washington breaks to the right side, picks up maybe 4 or 5 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 5. With the tight end Cameron Neff at 6'4", 210 pounds, wide receiver Noah Allen at 6'6", 200 pounds, you've got a formidable group of folks when they get strong side. They really mean strong side.
They definitely mean strong side.
So here we go with Allen and Ross to the left. Inside handoff to Washington. He picks up 4 or 5. He's following his right guard that time, Sawyer Swanston, 6'2", 235-pound senior, along with Aj Sims at 6'3", 305 pounds. Mr. Sims, folks, is 305 pounds. He is the right tackle. Next to Neff, inside handoff to Myers. Myers this time squirts through a little bit of an opening. He's got enough, I would believe, for a first down.
One of the things that you really want to make note of here with the Palma team is whether it be Myers or Washington carry the ball, this offense does not skip a beat. And that is very important to a football team. You can plug and play those kids in, and the offense does not skip a beat.
So Carmel makes a few shifts on the defensive line to stop this running attack. There looks like a little bit of confusion out there, but they've settled it down. Allen to the left, inside a play action. And Tardo looks like he's going to run himself. He fakes it and takes it forward to pickup of about 8 or 9 yards. And again, folks, you have no idea kind of how difficult it is to do this with a professional radio broadcast going on 2 feet from you. It's kind of hard to keep keep things straight, so to speak.
I think you're actually giving us more room here than we have, Abe. I think we have about 6 inches. Well,
there you go.
we have
second and 3.
Centimeters of cloth between us.
It's 2nd and 3. Tardo looks out. He didn't like what he saw, so Jack Tardo calls a timeout for the Chieftains. He's going to come on over and talk to head coach Jeff Carnazzo, and Jeff is going to he didn't
rally
like
the troops.
He didn't like the defensive
No, he didn't like
setup.
that. He's going to rally the troops is what he's going to do. Going back to talking about halftime when there was so many people out there, I noticed a familiar face about 3 years ago. The Californian did a story on Matt Alvarado for biggest fan of high school sports, and he was here today with his partner in crime, Rudy.
Yeah, and you go back over the years, and I'm reminded of a comment that Jason Harbert, longtime coach, Carmel and at Stevenson, made years ago when Stevenson wanted to come into the Mission Trail. He said they'd either be too good or they wouldn't be good at all. And in fact, I think what he was really referring to was the Palma Chieftains, because they have been really super. Here it is, a handoff to Meyer. He breaks to the outside. He's got first down and more, all the way down to looks like about the 3-yard
And there's
line.
going to be a flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct by Palma. I know they're getting the momentum. They're getting the yards. Very exciting play, but you have to maintain your composure.
Let's see what's happening. And it looks like
Let's exchange of some words, and there goes 56. You can't do that.
That's
very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. And that's the first time that we've actually seen a display of unsportsmanlike conduct, and that's gonna hurt. That's gonna take them all the way back to about the 20. No, what is that? About the 18-yard line. That's unsportsmanlike conduct.
You got to maintain your composure. They could have been a lot closer had it not been for that flag.
That's very, very unlike a Palma team. They're usually machine-like. And over the years, that's how you would categorize them. You'd just call them a machine. And that's in the old days with the fly. And it was always really, really demoralizing for Mission Trail teams to have to go up against such a formidable opponent. And you come in with good ball clubs and only to be devastated in a loss to these Chieftains. Here we go now. This is first and long. And in motion is Neff. Myers comes off the left side, and he's taken down by an outstanding tackle that time by Brendan Finney. Outstanding tackle. And by Devin Pearson, also playing in the defensive backfield. Of course, he goes both ways. He holds for the extra points and for field goals.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking here at the roster. They have him listed as quarterback, wide receiver, and DV, but he could be listed all the way through.
Absolutely, and certainly his handoff inside that time is to Robeson. He gets one of his first carries. He's Big Sean Robeson. He's a fullback, clearing the way usually for Myers or Washington. Robeson is 6'2", 195-pound junior. And Jesse, I got to say, all these number 11s up here
I see that.
bodes really well for Palma in the future. What a formidable group this is.
So I have a couple of 10s up there.
Third down, and looks like a long 5, maybe 6. Trudeau will out of a shotgun, turns and hands off on a pitch reverse, and it looks like it's going to be good enough for a first down. That would be fun to see that one again. It was a fake, and it was just a pitch, and that was to Jack Ross, wide receiver. Came around and took that outstanding call. They picked up enough for the first down. It's first and goal for the Chieftains. Here you see the play was kind of faked out our camera guys, but very, very good fake. Here's handoff inside to Myers. Myers is going to break free, untouched into the end zone for a touchdown for the Palma Chieftains. It's going to make it a 20-7 score. Breaking off the right tackle, and you can see that Meyer, a really gutty, strong runner, bursting off that.
He's got to have about 140 yards this game. He's
ball is blocked. The extra point is blocked. That was a high snap, and when the holder attempted to put it down, it lost valuable timing, and it was blocked.
You got to be careful with those because it's just 1 point, but you might need that 1 point in the end.
That's right. Okay, we're ready for the kickoff, and that's Matt Voltaggio.
Wow, that's a high kick.
Booming kick. And taken by Smith on his, again, stunning. That's Brinson, Marcel Brinson with another stunning tackle as he is exceptionally quick and very, very strong. He put the leather, so to speak, into the Carmel Padre.
And we watch that here on the instant replay again. Clean shoulder hit.
Yep, so clean hit.
That's what we like to see, clean hits, and this definitely was one of those.
Excellent hit. Okay, here we go for Devin Pearson. needs to get the Padres on the scoreboard here. 1st and 10, about the 12-yard line is a pitch. Pitch out to Holden Smith. Smith has some running room, and that time, big number 50, Jack Powers. If we had that shot again, if we could see what happened, there's on the option, and the Powers was nowhere inside on that one. He was taken out by the inside.
Exceptional blocking by Carmel in that play.
Okay, that's 2nd and 2. Here's Pearson rolling. He's got a receiver throws, and it's complete to Holden Smith. Looked like for a 1st down. Excellent play. Moving to his right, of course. Obviously, Pearson, a right-handed quarterback, strong to his right side. Actually, he's strong either side. Throws a tremendous pass. This is a really good Division I looking prospect. So many teams run this kind of offense. Here we go again with the pitch up. Smith breaks loose. He breaks. Holden Smith breaks all the way through picks up about 20 yards. That's a 1st down on
Castro.
And obviously one of the reasons this is really, there's a penalty that looked like,
there was actually a flag on the play.
Yeah, and you can see it, folks, you could see it was a clip. It was a blocking from behind, which happens when the ball carrier changes direction.
So very shifty move, and sometimes the blockers are having to readjust for that, and that'll happen. It's more than likely an accident, but it's costly.
This option play that we're watching here is made really possible because Pearson himself is such a danger as a runner. So you have to there's a pitch to the other side. And Smith this time finds a little bit of room, picks up about 4 or 5 yards. And in on the tackle there, we looked like that was the linebackers outside. That was number 32, Alex Rodoni, in on the tackle for the Chieftains. So that's 2nd and a long 8. Okay, strong to the left side. 3 receivers to the left. Pearson looks to his right and escapes one, fakes another, and lunges forward. I think he's going to be short of the 1st down.
Might have gotten that. It looks like he knocked over the stick.
What presence, field presence Pearson has, and you can see it. It's truly outstanding. He looks, and look at Holden Smith picking up a guy that looks almost twice his size inside, and
they're going to measure this. It's so close.
It is very, very close. No, it actually really isn't, because you look at the chains over there, it looks like it's going to be about a 1/3 and 1.5 yards.
Oh, yeah.
So, but it looks like the talking with the clock keeper up here, and
trying to get the clock adjusted.
Trying to get the clock adjusted. Again, I haven't watching that big defensive line and watching the Padres. You know, it looks like not only they're holding their own, they're opening up some good lanes for the Padres. Good, smart, heady position football for the Padres.
It comes to a point where the Padres are forced to use technique. Technique will either beat or match strength every
Here's
time.
Pearson off right guard. He's got enough for the 1st time. Struggles. You're not going to be able to bring him down with an arm tackle.
No,
and he broke through an arm tackle that time on the outside there of looked like Alex Rodoni broke that arm tackle. The linebackers of the Chieftains are being really tested here. Here's a pitch out again to Smith. Smith swings to the outside and struggles forward, picks up a few yards. And Marcus Lund doing an outstanding job as a wide receiver, blocking, enabling any positive yards.
So we've got this Carmel team playing together.
Here's London Knight spread to the right. Here's that pitch again, and out goes, and Smith cuts back inside, and picks up, Brendan picks up about 9 yards. That's Holden Smith with a pitch from Pearson. It's going to be 3rd and a long one. And again,
they're gonna keep going back to that play, Hamish. It's gonna be a key play for them, because if they do bite to the pitchman, Pearson is gone.
That's right. And there's somebody is assigned just to Pearson. You can see that. Here we go. We are strong left. We've got 3 receivers to the left. Here's the option left. Here we go. Again, he's got room. He's got the first down. And you know, this is also it's all about getting an angle as a blocker. And what this is doing is giving the angle to the Carmel blockers. And they're taking advantage of it.
Definitely. Like I said before, it's going to have to be technique versus strength.
You got it. Okay. Here we go. First down for the Padres. They're on the Chieftain. And Pearson keeps it himself, cuts through. It goes another 6-7 yards, just a brute strength there.
It looks like that's what they were setting up for.
Right. It looked he was faking something. Okay. This time we've got
more than likely option left.
Enriquez and 3 receivers to the left. Smith to the left. And here's the pass. Passes out here to Marcus Lund. Lund is knocked out of bounds at about the 30. Let's see where they actually marked that. Again, you know, you can see obviously on your screen, you can see how the DBs are just giving these receivers lots of room.
Yeah, they're forced to. With the arm like Pearson's, you're forced to do that.
Okay, this time we've got Enriquez and Lund and Holden Smith over here on the left side. Uh-oh, the ball's fumbled, and it looks like the ball's loose. It looks like Palma has it. Let's see.
Palma, yep, the referee signals.
So that was Alex Radoni, who
such a good
number
drive.
23. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate
that ball
Carmel.
squirmed out of the hands of Devin
Here's
Pearson.
a replay of that.
Yeah, it just didn't cleanly get the snap.
It's kind of like what we tell receivers.
Let's watch it. You can see it again.
There you go.
Yeah. It was a little off to his right, and the ball was loose, and the Chieftains have it. Well, now it's time for the Padre defense. Myers rips over a big hole on the left side, and he picks up about 7 yards, and you can hear the enthusiastic Palma play-by-play people next door. The Palma Chieftains have a commercial radio station that covers them, and they're obviously Jesse homers. Okay, 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 2. So there's it looks like some kind of somebody's called a timeout here. Timeout to
looks like Carmel didn't have
called a
everyone they
timeout.
needed to have on the field.
Yeah, they only had 8 guys or 10 guys on the field.
Yeah, you need 11.
So there you go. We look at the scoreboard. You can see the scoreboard is Palma 20 and Carmel 7 with this timeout. This is a crucial set of downs for the Carmel defense. It's going to be really hard to come back and throw the ball all the time. It would seem to me that this spread offense is really kind of tough to come back on because you don't want to be running and use up the clock.
You don't want to use up the clock, and right now they called a timeout with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left on the clock. I think sometimes Carmel's going to need that timeout because they run that no-huddle offense, and a lot of their defensive players play on offense.
Maybe in between the quarters here, we could have Meredith give us a little rundown on some of the stats here.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we've got a 2nd and 2 inside to Meyer, and he fights forward, and I think that he's going to be a little bit short, so that's going to bring up a third.
He's about
3rd and 1.
He's about a yard short of that.
He's about a yard short, and he was just displeased with himself. You could see him kind of slapped the ball as he really felt like he had a hole there. Okay, so 3rd and 1, big play for the Carmel.
Whoa.
Oh, there's a movement.
Yeah, we have movement by number
there
85.
by Neff. Jumped a little too soon. A 6'4", 210-pound junior just moved a little too soon. So that could be costly, as the Padres need to take advantage of this now. I've noticed that the linebackers and the DBs are making a lot of tackles for the Padres. They could be really susceptible here, Jesse, to a play-action pass. And I would be really looking for Mr. Allen here, number 1, as we haven't heard a lot from him, and he's certainly a big-time talent. Here it is.
There it is.
No, it's a quarterback keeper or draw that worked for a touchdown in the first half. Does not work this time, and a great defensive surge by the Padres.
This might be. Is this their first punt of the game? No, this is the second punt of the game, right?
Second punt
of the game.
And the Padres, they needed that.
Yeah.
After that fumble, the Pearson fumble, they needed to have a stop, and they did.
Yeah.
So
speaking of Pearson, is he returning?
There's a flag is down, and the kick from Voltaggio is, and Pearson was back. He called for the fair catch, but there is a flag, and it's
against Palma.
Illegal procedure against Palma. They will have to kick again. So I don't think they'll just take the ball there at the 18-yard line. So again, this is a question for the Padres to take advantage of a great defensive stand.
Yes, they have the momentum now with that.
It was 3 and out really after a silly offside penalty that cost them a first down.
Yeah.
So
we're looking at a re-kick here from that flag.
And Pearson is back deep. And if I were the kicker, Voltaggio, I would kick it away from Pearson.
Oh, yeah.
He is a kind of back that could explode, and all of a sudden that's a high snap.
There you go.
And the kick is up, and it's a good booming kick. It's another fair catch, but it's going to let it bounce, and that may have been a real mistake there. Because they're going to take over on about the 6-yard line. No, it looks like the 8-yard line. First and 10 at the 8. Actually, Pearson didn't really, if you look at the replay, didn't really have much of a choice. Because if he had attempted to catch that ball, he probably would have been separated from the ball.
Those Chieftains got down the field real quick. Here we go now. We have Pearson out with the troops, and see what they can do.
There you have it. And first and 10 from their own 8. They need to do something here. They need to rally, get back into the ball game, and here's Pearson is going to run to the right, and the ball's loose again, and there it is. I think Palma's got it. That time it was a hard tackle, and let's see on the replay that
there's actually not
the
an
refs
official
are talking
decision
about
yet.
it.
Not an official decision, and
there it is.
The decision has been
First
made.
down.
Chieftain
First
ball.
down. That time it looked to me like Devin Pearson was going to try to do it all by himself.
Yeah.
Here's the snap and the replay. We'll take a look at this. He breaks off to the right side. He's kind of standing straight up, and there goes the ball. As the ball comes flying out of there.
There it is.
It's definitely a fumble. And you can see the ball is loose, and the Palma Chieftains jump on it. There is a Palma Chieftain down. That's number 53, Fabian Ortiz, 5'10", 245-pound senior, and hopefully Fabian is okay.
Definitely. There was a big pile up. There, everyone reaching for the ball.
Yeah, and again, that's most unfortunate. Not only for the
you hate to see
injuries,
things like this. The injuries, those are not
this
good
is
at all.
if there's this is it. This is the last game, and I guess if you kind of had to get hurt, that would be it. But that's very unfortunate. Fabian Ortiz, the offensive lineman, defensive lineman. At 5'10", 245, a senior. It looks like they're going to carry him off here.
Just like with the quarterback, just with the running back situation, when Marcus and when Washington and Myers sub each other in and out, it's very seamless, and I can guarantee that you'll see that same thing from the line. Palma has a reputation of having very seamless first and second teamers, so when you plug them in, it'll be as if nothing happened.
Absolutely, and this is what you're afraid of if you're the Padre coaching staff. It's the weight and just the superior athletic ability of the Chieftains that weighs on you, and just really don't want to get behind. And there it is, one play, and in for the touchdown is Jack Meyer. And unfortunately for the Padres, that's going to make it a real tough road to haul. So Palma moves comfortably ahead, and it will force the Padres into actually throwing the ball. You know, this whole playoff, it is so unfortunate with some of these teams. A team that is undefeated and is known for its final game, which is a loss. And Carmel has had such an outstanding year.
Carmel has
certainly
had
can't
such a great
detract
year.
from
I mean,
that.
they went undefeated. Unfortunately, there's another player hurt on the field here.
That PAT, by the way, was good.
Yeah.
Again, I look at the scoreboard. We got with
28 seconds left.
27-7 with 28 seconds left in the quarter.
I mean, with a score like this, you might wonder, should Palma have been Division III, or was Division IV their best choice?
Well, the last few years, they've decided to go in a higher division, and they come up against people like Cardinal Newman that they tied to, and Cardinal Newman has, from Santa Rosa, the Santa Rosa North Bay area, has 800-900 boys, and they are incredibly powerful. And Palma, to give them their credit, year after year, they've gone in those divisions, even though they should be in this division, Division IV. They have an enrollment of 450.
Based
on
enrollment
what's
is
the
how they
point?
do
And
that.
maybe next year they will go back up into the 2 or 3. I would if I had all those returning 11.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of
11th
returning
graders.
young guys. I mean, they can go into a league, into a division where they're not so.
But on the other hand, there's got to be close to 10,000 people here. So people come out to see the Palma Chieftains and whomever they happen to be playing. And they're all squibbed, and picking up is Pearson. He shakes one tackle, another tackle, and still another, and it takes down a host of Chieftains to bring down Devin Pearson. And that tackle was principally made by Alex Rodoni. And
player down on the field here.
That's
looks like number 4, Ricky Castro.
Oh gosh, I hope he's all right. Maybe just winded or what have you. At the end of the quarter, let's bring in Meredith Brown.
Yeah, definitely.
And Meredith, you can step in here, and you and Jesse can talk. I'll take a little breather, and we've got one more play left in the quarter, and then we'll hear from Meredith. And Meredith, thank you very much, has joined us and helped out immensely tonight. So with 22 seconds left in the quarter, the young man is helped off the field, and it appears to be okay. Clearly had the wind knocked out, and on the sidelines here, attending to him. So here's the Padres lining up here, first and 10 from about their own 18-yard line. Pearson, strong right, and here we go. He looks to his right. He throws. He's got a receiver over the middle. That's Enriquez, picks up about 5 yards, And the clock's ticking away here as that more or less probably will be the last play, but Carmel quickly up to the line of scrimmage here and strong to the left, and they did in fact get it out. It's a pitch out here to Holden Smith. Smith moves inside and runs into a host of tacklers, knock him out of bounds, but Smith appears to have enough for the first down, and that's the end of the third quarter. And I'm going to turn a little chat over to Jesse and to Meredith.
Hey Meredith, thanks for joining us today. You're going to go ahead and give us a little bit of the stats?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting actually. I have to wonder how many yards the Chieftains have lost just with penalties and errors and all that. Whereas the Padres only have so far one call against them. But they have also fumbled twice, and both have been recovered by the Chieftains. So there's kind of some interesting things going on.
Yeah, I've said it once and I've said it again. It's going to come down to two very good teams from their respective divisions playing each other for this championship tonight. It's going to come down to who makes a mistake and who capitalizes off that mistake.
It's just what's the bigger mistakes. Like apparently in this game, it's the fumbles. The Padres really have to watch the fumble because the Chieftains are right on top of them every single time they do it. At least that's what they've shown. Whereas the Chieftains really need to, not make some stupid mistakes.
Yeah. No, it's going to come down to that one thing, mistakes. And right now we'll see that we are on offense with Carmel, pass, caught, Marcus Ludd.
He gets stumped there by Alex Redoni and Ryan Sarmiento, but able to hang on to that ball and move the chains. Nice pass by Devin right there down the field.
Thank you very much, Meredith, and giving us a little bit of an update there. That's a 1st and 10 now as we start the fourth quarter. 11:47, a completed pass to Lund that gives a first down. Here's a pass that's out again to the, that was Enriquez with a great catch, another first down, as once again Pearson has them on the move. 2 quick passes, and they're into, just barely, into Chieftain territory. You got to get back on in the scoring column real quick.
You got to do it quick. I mean, with the fourth quarter starting with only 11 minutes left, you really got to get back into it. They have the weapons to do it, and let's see if they can execute.
Right, and again, uncharacteristically, Devin Pearson has fumbled twice, which has led to Palma scores. And a pass is complete he's out of bounds. It looks like he's picked up. And that'll be, is that enough for a first down? No, it's just like a little bit short. It's second and 1. And then there was, whether that was a planned play at the end of the half for the field goal, a fake field goal, or whether that was a fumbled snap or not.
We don't know. It looked like a fumbled snap. I mean, honestly, it looked like a fumbled snap.
And this time Pearson's got a man wide open, and a spectacular catch by Marcus Lund. How did he hang on to that? That ball was thrown perfectly. You watch, guys, and you can see what a remarkable catch from Marcus Lund. And here comes Carmel. They're coming back.
As you see in the replay, just only where he can catch it. That's what Pearson's been able to do all game today.
Excellent play. Here's Pearson, and this time is the option right. And that's Carmen Teria and Jack Hutton.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if he carries that out to the outside and hits the sideline, he might have had a touchdown there.
So that's a second at about 4. So they need to be throwing the ball. Carmenita out the ball carrier. Smith back in. He gave him a breather. And here's we're strong to the left. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Here's Pearson again on the option. Smith cuts back inside. Struggles forward all the way down to it's a little hard to see.
Yeah, it's a little hard to see off the glare from the glass here, but it looks like he's might have
real close to a
yards,
first down.
A yard short of the first down.
And about on about the 6-yard line.
And you could almost guess they'll go into that option again.
Here we go again. This Pearson keeps it himself, and he gets the first down, and it's all the way down to the. We'll make it about the 2 or 3 yard line. It'll be a first and goal for the Padres, putting up a fight as the Padres struggling back. They get back into this ball game. Need a score right now. And three receivers to the left, and Pearson and Holden Smith right next to him. Pearson off left tackle, and
like
he's close.
No official call from the referees yet.
No, it looks like they're short.
Didn't get
looks
it.
like they're going to go into that real congested. No, they're not. That wouldn't be real.
No, not with those
real
linebackers.
Smart with those
not with the
linemen down there.
linebackers.
Yeah.
They know their keys. They know their weapons is to the outside at speed, and that can
There you
guarantee
go.
that's where they're going.
Second and receivers left and right. 2 receivers left and right. Now Smith over to the right side. Here's the. And Pearson takes it himself and is hit really hard. As the linebackers came up and snuffed that out.
Looks like it's down at the 3-yard line.
And that time, big old Jack Powers figured it out and stopped that play. So notice how they do a lot of the running away from him, Powers. This time they're strong to the right. Smith to the left. Here we go on this. Bowls to the left. He throws to the outside. That ball is incomplete.
There's a flag.
And there's a flag that
Actually,
has come
that's
in.
2 flags.
So we'll see what it
Might
is.
be offsetting here.
Yeah, that's, well, maybe we could see the replay and see. There's the throw. And, yeah.
Tough to see what the call is there.
What is the call?
We missed the call looking the replay.
So we're trying to figure out. Maybe they picked up
they
the
waved
flag.
them. They waved them.
Okay, they picked up the
They're
flag.
going to go ahead and wave the flags.
Okay, so it is.
Pass interference in the end zone. It's never really settled.
Yeah, it's pass interference. So it's in the end zone. So
there
it's
it goes.
first and
Half the
goal from the
distance.
1. Okay, here's.
Pearson has 2 backs next to him. Quarterback power.
No, that time stopped for a loss. Big number 72, Hildy Manzour. Hildy Manzour at 6'1", 265 pounds. Smelled that out and just
moving like if he was 115 pounds. Quick.
Really.
You watch
really
the replay
quick.
here. That was quick.
Yeah, he really got in on that. It was virtually untouched. Okay, here we are again with a spread, strong to the left. Okay, the Padres need really to throw the ball, score quickly here. They need 3 scores here, and there's another.
Yep, no, didn't get it.
Incomplete. That looked to me like he was a little.
Looks like it bounced off the floor, maybe.
Yeah, it looked to me like the defender was on the receiver, Martin Enriquez, a little too soon there. But
3rd and 3. If they don't get this, they might have to settle for a field goal.
That could be because it's still a 3-score game here. Okay, big play. 3rd and 3. Here we are. Pitch out. Now Smith is knocked down, but it looks like he's scoring forward, and he makes.
Referee gives a call. It's a touchdown.
What an outstanding move from Holden Smith.
You gotta really be careful there. The Palma Chieftains showing their anger and disagreement with that call. They might get a flag for unsportsmanlike conduct again.
Here's the swinging gate. This is where they should snap the ball, because they were just.
That's the point of that swinging gate image,
because they
to
were
try
all
to catch them off
angry
guard.
with what they were doing.
Exactly. There's no need to wait for the defense. That's
that
kind of
was
defeating the purpose.
Outstanding cut from Holden Smith for that touchdown.
Kind of defeating the purpose of the swinging gate there.
And here's the extra point attempt.
Perfect
It's
hold,
down,
perfect
it's up,
kick,
it's
we're good.
Is good. So there you are, 27-14. It's a 2-score game. You know, the failure on that PAT when it was blocked might loom big here.
Yeah.
It's a 2
Mentioned
scores.
that in the first quarter. Mentioned
That's
that they
right.
might need that, is what I said.
Right.
They might need
looms
that.
big now as Carmel moved right through them.
what Pearson can do with the arm that Pearson has. You are forced. That's where when I coach the DBs, we teach them to give that cushion. You have to give that bumper. You can play a man, but that's really risky as well. There's both benefits and there's pros and cons of each one. When you play a man, you can sort of bump them up and rough them up for the first 5 yards, and when you give them that cushion, you really give up those hitch routes.
That's right, and it looks like they are playing a zone, conventional zone, the Chieftains are. Now, Jesse, is this too early for an onside kick? You've got 7:56 left. Do we go for an onside here?
Again, we have pros and cons. You want to kick it deep and hope the defense can stop them, because if you kick it short and miss it, you give them great field position.
Yeah, and you give Jack Meyer in Washington that. It is. It's an onside kick, and
it looks
if the Chieftains touch the ball,
we're going to see here.
Unsportsmanlike
conduct maybe by number 23, pushing off the face mask of another player.
And that's Jay Feliz. Looks like he lost his cool, but they're going to have to, you know what, this is the irony of this situation.
Yeah.
We have the instant replay.
And they don't.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't
and
have that.
Let's see just what happened
But
here.
it looks like they got it.
The refs are giving it.
We got 5.
Does it go 10?
We have.
No, it didn't go 10.
It didn't go 10, but the referees don't have the technology that we have.
They don't have instant replay.
They made their call. We have to respect their call.
Okay. Well, it looked like it only went 8 yards before it was touched. Our instant replay showed that it only went 8 yards.
But you have to, they're in live play.
They don't have the replay.
You have to respect
what
the
a break for the Padres.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here you go. There was a pitch out to the left. Smith cuts back in. Not a whole lot there. Picked up 2.
Yeah, the Chieftains really have to be careful. You start seeing their frustration. They're pushing off players. They're holding face masks. They're expressing their anger. They really have to maintain their cool.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. It's a 2nd and 8. And here's Pierce. We got 2 receivers to the right side, 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Here's Pearson. He's looking. He's got a runner. And the ball is incomplete.
Looks like he bobbled it.
Smith bobbled it a little bit. No, Enriquez. Martin Enriquez, wide receiver, defensive back, and a senior, sure-handed. But I think he was out of bounds, or ruled out of bounds. Okay. River Hayne, number 11, goes to the left. We've got Lund and Enriquez to the right, and so and with Smith on the right side. He's got time. He's got a receiver, and that's the Mason Braun. Mason Braun is complete. He gets into Palma territory. Picked up. This is 4-down territory, definitely. Got to go for it. So you got 3 receivers on the left, and it's 4th and 7. This could be your ball game, Jesse. Barking out the signals. Devin Pearson rolls to his left, and he's got a receiver outside, and it's going to be real close. It's going to depend exactly where the ref puts the ball down. Where he put it down looks to me like a first down.
We'll see what they do over in front of.
We'll see where they place it.
And our replay could show just exactly where he does go out of bounds. And the throw is out there, and that's for where the first down is.
Might have stretched for it. We'll see. We have to respect the referee's call.
Real
on this.
close, you know. And you have to give the refs credit. They don't have instant replay, but and our replay shows, frankly, that he was short. Looked to me like he. Could we see that again in the truck? That could be the ball game right there. That replay there, where they spotted the ball. Of course, the refs don't have instant replay in high school football. Actually, where they put the ball down there for the first down for the Chieftains.
There you go. They're adjusting the marker.
Our replay shows that they were maybe the refs were right on. It was about a half a yard short.
Yeah, that was a really good spot by the referees, not having the ability to do instant
Now it's up to the Pod. Must stop the run. They've got to stop the run here. And that time the DB in on the tackle, Jacob Shivers, making boy, if he doesn't make that tackle, Myers is off to the races. And that would be Katie bar the door. That'd be all over. So here we are, 2nd and 6 for the Chieftains. The Padres must stop the run now. They just have got to stop the run. The Chieftains have to grind it out and use up the clock. And here it is, handoff inside to Meyer. This time he's dropped a little short.
And no whistle yet. No official whistle.
There's the whistle. No gain. So that's going to be, again, about a second. Well, they give him a yard. So it'll be 3rd and a long 3, possibly 4. Okay, this could very easily be your ball game.
Yeah,
right
I
here.
mean, with the way that Palma has been controlling the ball, they can easily chew this clock up.
This is, in my estimation, this is when the Padres must rise up. They've got to stop Myers. Okay, with Big Robeson in front, the fullback leading the way. Turn a hand off. Got it. Got the first down. Went off the left side, and some excellent blocking out there by the Chieftains. The left tackle and left guard opened up the hole for Jack Meyer. Now it's going to be real tough for the Padres. They're going to grind it out, take time off the clock, and just keep driving.
Chieftains
Padres
have the momentum with them.
Got to be stout here and stop the run.
Hopefully they've cooled down and they're more under control and poised now.
Yep.
They're very close to having flags thrown for some of those unsportsmanlike conduct plays.
Yep. Inside handoff inside to Myers. Again, he picks up maybe 4 yards. How many?
They're going at it again. Number 1. See, they have to calm down because Palma is getting very aggressive. This is actually not the first time they've done that. They've been doing it throughout the game, but the first flag actually thrown for that.
Okay,
so they have to be careful. The score is 27-14. They have the lead. They have to be able to maintain their composure.
A silly lack of concentration.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thing that lets the Padres back into the ball game. And it's not not a normal kind of Palma Chieftain. Again, in years past, I've always watched the machine, and it doesn't. The machine is it's usually a 12-cylinder Mercedes.
They got to be careful now because we're on TV.
Right, and the replay has been really interesting.
It has been really good.
And and I got to give credit to those referees on that last call.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean,
they were right on. The ball right on without the ability to do instant replay.
Kudos to the refs out there, doing a marvelous job of keeping control of this game. Okay, well now you have it. This 1st and long after a silly foul. 1st and long. It's 5 minutes, and I just think the Padres, in a kind of a David and Goliath sort of situation here, have just been remarkable, and especially on defense, where they are heavily outweighed, doing a tremendous job here. Inside handoff again to Myers.
Seems like
that time the Padre penetrated, and that was Brendan Finney, and almost caused a fumble.
Yeah.
And so that'll bring up a 2nd down. He picked up about 6 yards on that play.
Yeah. If Palma can maintain their composure and maintain control of the ball, I mean, going down in division could have paid off for them.
Yeah. Here you go. They got to stop them here. The Padres that time. Myers breaks loose. He's going to go probably all the way.
No, he won't go.
24 closed in on made the tackle. Jacob Shivers, a tremendous touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, definitely.
Myers, what a workhorse!
Oh yeah.
He's Jack Myers on that carry, according to our ace statistician, Meredith Brown, has gone over 200 yards today.
Definitely. And
what a workmanlike performance from Jack Myers.
You have to give him a lot of credit for those yards, and you also have to realize someone watching this might be, hey, why did he slow down? It's not necessarily that he slowed down. I mean, the kid's been running on all cylinders all day.
That's right.
Something's got to give.
And Myers, at that point, Shivers actually had an angle on him. But we've got Meredith reminds us that he's had 30 carries for over 200 yards. And those are hard, nitty-gritty inside, blast them away, Jack Myers.
And I have to admit, Hamish, that when I was looking at the stats for our pregame, this kid has 200 carries. I had to check with some Palma coaches to make sure that those statistics were correct.
That's really incredible. That's what a workmanlike performance. And again, another score, and that's just about it. And a tremendous display here, the game of the century.
Palma does what they have to do.
Both clubs just doing outstanding job. I don't believe the Chieftains probably didn't underestimate the Padres.
No, not with the 10-0 record. You can't.
But the Padres have certainly distinguished themselves. Here's a pitch out here to Washington. He's got tackled in the backfield. Outstanding tackle from Lyle Southall, senior linebacker. Lyle hasn't given up. He's still fighting in there.
No, Carmel's fighting. They're a fighting team. They're not going to give up. They're not going to hang their heads. They're going to fight till that buzzer goes off.
Yeah, that's right, and you can see that. Big number 61 in there. Zach Snyder just blasting away. And again, just pro left here, I formation. With Robeson and with Myers. Myers again off tackle, and again there is just like you saw. You sometimes see in the pros or in the college. You see a big, strong team that just keeps hitting on you. Sooner or later, it's going to take a toll.
It's going to take a toll, definitely.
And so that's a third down coming up, a third and, I'd say a long 5, 3rd and 5. And this is, so we're strong left. Here's Allen and Ross out to the left. And this time inside, a counter play to Myers. Myers goes all the way down. It looks to me like he's...
No official call yet.
No official call yet. It looks like he's on the 1 yard line. That was an inside trap.
Yeah.
If we, on the
that's
replay...
the first time we've seen a trap all game today.
You can see how they got all the movement going into one direction, and then it came back and moved the others. Now, again, if we had instant... if the refs had instant replay to look at, the Palma, they may have thrown the red flag out there because it looked like he may have got the ball across the plane. So it's first and goal here for the Chieftains, and it's an inside handoff, and there's Myers. It goes the 1 yard in for the touchdown, and that's what a tough runner. And now the kids need to keep their cool.
Again, Palma needs to maintain their composure. They have the lead.
Well, it looks
unnecessary.
that might have been both.
Looks like number 34 was the initiator, but you have to maintain your composure. We have to remember that this is a game of sportsmanship.
Well, it's and also you can understand the disheartened spirits of the Padres at this moment, and the ball's placed down, kick as blocked. It's blocked.
They're not going to give up.
Not
going to give up.
The Padres blocked that. It's the second
looks
time.
Like again, there's a
there's
on the field. You know, there's a lot of emotions going on in this game. A lot of these kids actually know each other. Not a lot of the kids who attend Palma don't all live in Salinas.
I
so they know
understand
each
that,
other. So you know,
yeah.
there's going to be a little bit of that going on, but they have to make sure both teams have to make sure that they maintain their composure. They don't need those flags.
Both senior leaders, Jack Myers and Devin Pearson, grew up together. My understanding is they played against each other, played with each other through all the little leagues and the pony and Pop Warners and so forth. And you're right, they are good friends. It's now time to be, in Palma's case, really a gracious winner. And I know that that's part of the philosophy of the Dominican Brothers at Palma High School, which is, of course, a parochial school in Salinas, outstanding institution for young men, and their sister school, Notre Dame, right across the street from them, continue to do an outstanding job for young men and women at Monterey County.
As does Carmel, very nice school. We had an opportunity to go there
Carmel,
and be greeted by the principal and all the staff in the office when we went down and did our interviews.
Outstanding.
Very classy people.
For years and years, we've been fans of the Carmel district, and here's the kickoff, and it's down. It's taken by the Misha Polinev, and he takes it up to about the 37-yard line. With there is a flag down, and it looked like the possibly offsides. We do have a number 32, Gary Todd, wide receiver, D-back, is being helped off the field. And this is something that coaches have to be real careful of with concussions, and hopefully he's going to be okay. Carmel has, of course, in terms of the public school system, and in our county, they are the shining star and have led the way in academics and athletics, and continue to do so.
Definitely.
Fabulous leadership, outstanding board of trustees, and have done a wonderful job on the field, and I'm in awe of their new theater. So the folks in Carmel can be very, very proud of their football team and of their school.
Definitely.
He'll roll to the left side.
Here's Pearson, he throws on out, and again, Enriquez is dropped after about a 5-yard gain. We got 2 minutes left, and you know, you got to keep your head up, keep your spirits going, and young Mr. Pearson is coming to the end of his high school football career. He's an outstanding basketball and baseball player, so we'll hear more of him and see more of him. But all the best to him, and hopefully he'll get what he wants. And he's got some time. It looks over the middle. There's Lundis, and there's a catch is made. And we can look and see Marcus Lund has had an outstanding game. And I would have to say, frankly, that Marcus Lund is, I would call him the offensive player of the game for the Padres, and of course Jack Myers probably is the player of the game, period. So here we go, bobbled the snap, and the throw is long, and there's Lund again all by himself all the way down to the 20. And again, there's that offense, the Carmel offense, right to the last minute. They are.
If they go again, they're going to line up, no huddle, and they're going to try to
all
catch
the way.
this Palma defense off guard.
They
actually have
impressive.
to wait for the sticks, so their strategy won't work this time. And by sticks, I mean the first down markers.
First down at about the 20. Again, here's Pearson. Throws again, throws a perfect. It was looks kind of a
perfectly
one-hopper.
Open, perfectly open, not necessarily perfect pass there.
That was
not one of his best.
That's the kind of one-hopper that a first baseman dreads. That's going to spin away from you, and you got a defensive back right on your back. Okay, so that's second down. Stops the clock with 1:29. Looking at the scoreboard, it's 33-14. It's been a great game, folks. The scoreboard is not indicative of how good a game this has been. Here's Pearson again, throws out, and running. He had the Shane Lackey started to run before he had the ball, but Shane is a sophomore, along with Holton Smith. Those guys will be back, and we'll hear more from them.
Very, very exciting. Both teams, very exciting.
Hopefully next year their mission trail will be a little bit more balanced. Marina hopefully will will mature and grow, and Stevenson will bring back some folks, and Gonzalez will also mature and grow, and that it'll be open for everyone. There's the pass there. It's in the end zone. That's a touchdown for
there's
Enriquez.
the official call, touchdown.
Yes, sir. Beautiful pass from Pearson.
Nice grab.
Beautiful pass.
Nice grab. I mean, see, the score here is going to be a good reflection now of how the game was. It's a really close game.
Yes.
Both teams very competitive. A few mistakes were made, which the other team used and capitalized off that mistake.
Here's the swinging door. This time they've got swinging gate. They've got the guys
there.
Yeah,
but they don't use it.
But
you really got to play it safe. You got to kick the field goal on this.
Yeah, you got to get the extra point. Okay, so we're a minute and 18, fighting all the way. The only way they know how to play the game here.
There it is.
And
21,
the PAT
33.
is good. The point after. And you're looking at a scoreboard, 33-21. And you know, whether it's high school, Pop Warner, college, or the pros, it's a game of turnovers.
It definitely is, and a game of mistakes.
Yep.
And who can capitalize off those mistakes. It's exactly what I tell my players when I'm coaching, Hamish. Who is going to make the most mistakes and who's going to capitalize off those mistakes?
Yeah, and you've got to credit the Palma Chieftains. They capitalized on those turnovers.
Yeah.
And,
you got to give credit to Carmel for staying so close with so many mistakes that they made.
Yeah.
You have to sit back and think for a little bit. If they hadn't made all those mistakes, had the score reflected a little different. But now we have 33-21.
You know, Devin Morales came into the game, I understand, with 7 or 8 interceptions. And I don't, Pearson's, what are, Meredith, do you have Devin Pearson's passing statistics? Because his completions have to be pretty darn impressive. And as a passer, as a spread passer, the kind of offense, for example, that Oregon State or Oregon runs, or Michigan, you know, Pearson could really
looks like we're doing
another onside.
Onside. This is a bit risky now.
Well, you have nothing to lose. You're a minute and 18 seconds. You really need to get the ball.
It's up.
This one is going to be fielded and down right there by the Chieftains.
They recovered.
They'll just sit on the ball.
They took a risk.
Well, really, with a minute left, it's not much of a risk because you really need to get the ball back. And Ryan Sarmiento.
I think we're watching the replay now. And it did go. It didn't even go the yards it needed to, anyways.
And,
good effort. Good effort by Carmel.
Yeah, and number
Great
5,
effort.
Ty Kim, got absolutely leveled
Yeah.
that time. But hanging in there, there's some clean uniforms.
Are they going to come out in a tight formation, or are they going to keep firing at will here?
No, they're going. I think they're just going to take a knee.
Tight formation. Very classy. Very classy ending.
Going to take a knee. And now, come on, don't lose your cool.
There they go. They can't lose their cool, Hamish. I've been talking about this the whole game with Palma.
Spencer Seeley.
Good group of kids. Great group
just
of kids,
relax.
but they can't
Quarterback Jack Tardu takes
trying
control.
To gather his troops.
The penalty also should have stopped the clock. I don't know why
No place for that in tonight's cleanly played game.
So I'm not sure why they didn't. They're just going to let it run.
I think sometimes the kids are forgetting they're on TV today.
Yeah. Okay, so he'll take a knee again, and so this probably will be it. Takes a knee.
No,
that's it.
What's going on here is the referees have to stand in between the center and the nose tackle, because they're obviously taking a knee. And the reason why this is happening is because the referees are not taking control of this game right now.
That can't be the last play because there was a penalty.
As a flag.
So this will be. I'm not sure. One of the refs ought to come over. I'm not sure if the clock is right here.
Yeah, no. That's what's going on here. Is the referees are supposed to stand between the center and the nose tackle and say, "Hey guys, we're taking a knee. No need for that." but the referees are not doing that right now. So yes, there's going to be some contact.
So it's third down.
Uh-huh.
And so coach has gone out there and is really letting them know about it, and it's time to recognize these coaching staffs. Golden Anderson and his assistants, Devin Maheen, Mike Harrow, Jim Anderson, Frank Ringer, Michael Brown, Phil Keebler, Anthony Stewart, John Abels, and Bill Schreier. Congratulations, coaching staff. And Golden Anderson is also the athletic director. Congratulations for an outstanding, terrific season. And best of luck to the seniors.
Definitely.
And hopefully we will hear from Devin again. Pearson, he'll be on the field at some major college, and we'll be able to see him. And congratulations. And to Coach Jeff Carnazzo, John Amaral, Angelo Ross, Harry Swigert, and former 49er and Palma Chieftain, Chris Dahlman, and Nick Naroyan. Congratulations to the Palma Chieftains and all of the young men who have done such an outstanding job here. So,
and there they go for the last knee of the game, and they've actually backed the defense up. If you notice, there's no defense in front of them.
And that'll be it. And that's it.
And that's the game, and it paid off for Palma to go down in the division.
Yeah, and it was
paid off.
This was a hard-fought game.
Yeah.
Palma keeps their record against Monterey County teams virtually intact.
Yeah.
And the Padres, it's too bad that they had to end their season on a loss.
Yeah. But it's not a bad loss. If you look at 33-21, it's not a bad loss.
Right, but I'm sure the kids on the other side, they feel that they should have won. And, but again, an outstanding performance. And I'd like to take the opportunity here to thank Tom Mooneyham and Chuck Parker and Jim Newsom and Glenn and all the cameramen and Jack Peterson and all of his resource management and bringing the guys out. And as I told you, this is the first of many, folks. We're going to be doing athletic events. We're going to be doing arts events. You name it. We will be training folks for the future.
Definitely.
You can see
we'll be training
what we have, what is available for us.
Yeah, and you can see at the end of the game, this is what it's all about. It's about sportsmanship. And you see the teams slapping hands after the game's over. Seems that both teams have cooled down a little now and are just taking the game for what it is, a 33-21 win for Palma. And you see they know each other, they're hugging each other, they're slapping each other, congratulating each other, and that's really what it's all about. It's all about teamwork.
That's the way it is. Okay, and special thanks here to Meredith Brown, who's helped us with stats, and to you, Jesse.
Thank you very much. I had a lot of fun doing this.
Very good, and hopefully I am going to be retired, and I will be replaced
I'd like to
by
be replaced by some students as well.
And we will have the students up here doing this, learning their craft going forward. So thanks to everybody. And I'd like to give a shout out to Steve Niasmich, who's been a loyal supporter of all this action, and of course Dr. Nancy Katowski, Superintendent of Instruction for Monterey County. So with that, we're going to close it off. Congratulations to the winners. The Palma Chieftains are the Division IV champions, and congratulations also to the Padres for
they should be
a wonderful,
very proud
wonderful
of what
season.
they've accomplished.
Okay, that's it from Lobo Field in downtown Monterey.
Yeah.